When you're by yourself and you're looking at your finances, you got all kinds of reasons to justify why you're doing what you're doing. But when you have to articulate it out loud to somebody else, it doesn't sort of ring true. People show up when they're supposed to show up in your life, and Greg showed up in my life at precisely the right moment. Greg's a really easy guy to talk to, and he really invests himself in the relationship. Right away, he sort of knew who I was and who the important people in my life were. Greg provides a framework that really makes it easy to see kind of the nuts and bolts and the moving parts, and to spot where you might need to focus a little bit more. And having that third objective party, help you go through that is really important too, because when we started, I was saving too much and spending too much. And so the result for me was all of my credit card debt was going up and about the same rate as my long-term savings. So I was basically transferring money from credit cards to my IRA, my 401k. And that we stopped that right away. But I couldn't see that. After I'd been working with him for a year or so, I realized that financial freedom was a real possibility. And for me, that meant being able to pursue an entrepreneurial activity as opposed to working for the man, and going into an office every day. So for us, that was all about focusing on cash flow, making sure I was spending less than I was making, and using the excess to the highest and best use. So I was ready to go, but I was afraid to leave my corporate job, and the best thing ever happened. I got laid off. So when I got laid off, the first call I made was to Greg. I said, I got laid off, now what do I do? Sort of thing. Once I realized this was actually the break I've been waiting for, it was smooth sailing since then, so it's been fun. When I was working for corporate America, I was on the road a couple of weeks a month, flying all over the world. I find myself spending a lot more time with my friends and my family just generally because I can. I wish I'd done this 30 years ago. I wasn't ready 30 years ago. I needed the training. We were working together for a few years. I needed to get some things that kind of lined up, but the flexibility that I enjoy now, day to day, I can go where I want. Obviously, I have a job. I have, obligations and responsibilities, but I get to decide how those line up, and I'm working for my favorite boss, me. So I really feel like I've got a champion in my corner that's giving his honest opinion, that's not motivated by a commission or something along those lines. Don't wait. Yesterday was the best time. Today is the second best time. Get going, because your situation isn't going to get better over time, and these habits take a little while. You don't end up in a financial situation overnight, and you're probably not going to dig yourself out of that financial situation overnight. So the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to be free. I'm profoundly thankful for providing this framework, something that I'll live with for the rest of my life. It really has changed my life.